crashes. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming back. Chase Games here, and Cygnus Jen,
Ah,
the one girl that plays Dragon Quest Tact on my stream. I'm now the coolest guy around,
yay, the one and only.
twice over. Okay. All right. So, for those that don't know, not only is Jen another content creator, she's also the leader of the Chasers Guild. Not me. I have to keep telling people I don't run Chasers. She is responsible for that mess. Yeah, I don't know what that gesture was. Um, okay, anyway, so I wanted to talk to Jen for a while about what she thinks on global catching up to JP, because she is a gigantic nerd, always running numbers and telling me exactly how many days we are behind JP. By the way, I
Right
figured,
about 79 right now.
yeah, if DQ10 starts the day that 9 ends, that puts us at 103 days behind. That's not even 3.5 months.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it as a where did they get the content versus where did we get the content? And right now, we are 79 days ahead of JP where they got the content based on when they released 9 and when we got 9. Some
Mhm.
things have come faster, some things have come slower, but the events are getting progressively, you know,
Mhm.
more frequent. We're not quite, we are about 3.5 months behind JP right now, but when you consider now we've lost 79 days of gem refreshes and gem presence and daily stamina and medals and mints. And I mean, everybody will agree that it hurts.
You guys heard it from Doom and Gloom Jr. Uninstall.
Don't say that. I don't say that. Just know what you're getting into.
It's just all the time in the Discord. It's she. Honestly, I keep saying the game's gonna die by Thanksgiving. She says Halloween. Is Halloween before
I
or after
don't.
Thanksgiving?
No, I don't. I don't think it's
That's
going anywhere. As
before. Yeah,
long as
yeah.
they keep putting stuff out. You know what? If it disappears tomorrow, I had fun anyway. Eh,
Mhm.
it's Dragon Quest.
What about my investment in the future with stones or gems? Oh, well. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the progression for a while. But let's start with these questions. We'll probably blow past the first couple because I have always gone on about how they don't really answer anything. They'll be like, "Well, there's an answer to that question." No, it was a nothing question. This
No,
one,
most of the time they don't.
yeah. Uh, Let me see. Will Tact get events with other Dragon Quest titles? Blah blah blah. And the answer is we're considering it, which maybe it's a translation thing, but like considering means nothing. I mean, you're a
Mm-mm.
mom,
They
Jen.
don't
That
want to tell us what's coming. They're not going to tell us what's coming.
Jen, you're a mom. That's I mean, when you tell your kid, I'm gonna think about it. That means nothing.
Maybe. Yeah, it's the maybe answer.
It is in the realm
Ask
of
me
possibilities.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, that meant nothing. I mean, I guess not being a straight no is something, but it means nothing.
They
Let's,
picked the question to ask. It's like the questions were curated anyway.
yeah.
It's not like they went down the list and just started reading the questions straight off the Discord and saying, "Oh, here's the answer to this, here's the answer to that." No, they picked and chose questions and carefully crafted their answers just like a politician would,
Mhm.
you know? I mean, yeah, that town hall with the so and so asking the question, they knew what the questions were ahead of time and they've already taken the answer and, done with it what they're going to do with it. I think because they had things come up that were asked a lot, they felt like they needed to address it somehow. And everybody's asking about this, that. Are you going to do this event? What about, are you going to do another collaboration with Die? Things like that. Like, they're not going to answer it straight up one way or the other.
Hey,
They're just not.
come on, let's take it easy. Dude, did you see Malcolm's box? He has like 8 S7s. That guy knows what he's doing.
Clearly, he simply dabbles enough in the game to be able to know how it functions.
I can
Pretty
never
much it.
I can never tell if he's like really good at keeping like, playing his cards to the chest or if he just doesn't know. Like when people ask about things coming from JP, it's like I don't know. I'm like is that his way of like he knows he can't answer or he just like, logs
He
into
knows he
global a
can't
couple times a week.
answer. He he's
Just
he's
being
there
in
to
the
keep the peace, I think, more than anything. And yeah, if he sees some real scuttlebutt going on, he's going to tell people who can do something.
yeah.
That's pretty much how the
I think it's somewhere in the middle of lack of interest in playing his
it's his
cards tight.
job.
Yeah.
It's his job.
I don't know.
He's only going to have so much interest. He likes games. He's got a gaming job. How fun is that? He's got more than one thing he's got to take care of. I'm sure that this
It's
is not his only gig. There's no way on God's green earth that's his only gig with
oh
Square.
yeah,
No
no way.
way.
No. Okay, so the the stupidest question asked by anybody. I'm sorry. No, this is a fair question to ask, unless you've played DQT for a year and a half. Will there ever be any global exclusive characters or events? There are no
I,
plans. This they
yeah,
didn't
no.
you know what? This is an
They said
answer.
no.
Yeah, this is a no. Not we're considering it, maybe. Now I did say in exchange,
No.
triangle, considering special campaigns or item shops for the global version, similar to the Thanksgiving event, which was done in the past. Um, okay, I kind of remember. I admitted this during the stream. I admit that I do kind of remember a Thanksgiving event and noting that they don't do Thanksgiving in Japan. I don't think.
Yeah.
Um,
They did give us like it was like a Black Friday bonus kind of thing, I
okay,
think.
I can't remember a thing about it, so it wasn't
I
it wasn't
yeah, I
notable.
can't.
I have to like
I mean,
research
it
to
was
see if it
something.
was. Yeah,
It was
but
something.
here's the thing.
But, I'm busy making a damn turkey that day, so honestly, I couldn't tell you what the hell was going on.
When they talk about a special item shop, dude, I'm still butthurt that they don't like Summerfest. I'm still butthurt about Summerfest. All they had to do was change that event shop, and it would have been like, okay, yeah, this isn't so bad. Because Summerfest
Well, I
came out in
mean,
JP when the game was like a week old, I think. I'm not
yeah,
exaggerating
I
that
was gonna
much.
say if you go back and look at the timeline, Summerfest just got kind of thrown in there in summer, and it was actually a Harvest Fest. So their Summerfest came like late in summer.
Mm.
We got ours at the beginning of summer because they had to give it to us. They
Well,
couldn't wait any longer. It was already old by the time we got it.
well, do you
So
remember it came with a 2 week lead up campaign? I don't remember what was going on at that time. And then it was a 4 week event. Dude, it only had like 5 story stages, or maybe
yeah,
maybe
there wasn't a
10.
whole lot to it, but we did have to farm vendor ghosts, and I had plenty of time to do it. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
But
It was literally the
yeah.
lowest point DQT has ever had. I think everybody agrees to that. At least we hit it early. Um,
Well, it sucked because I didn't get Giuliante. I didn't get her till they put her into Reminiscence.
yeah, I didn't get her either. I'm fairly certain. Um, okay, so anyway, yeah. So they mention that there might be global events, but I think that would be more like global exclusive celebrations, which it's a small detail, but the keyword is mattered. So like
Right.
login bonuses, things
Right,
like
or
that.
little special ticket things geared toward, other like holidays or something to that effect.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Next question here. Sorry, this my setup here is barely functioning. So I think I'm pretty sure that the cameras pause every time I go to the next question. And no, I'm not going to bother trying to get the play sign out of the question. I know what the questions are. Jen, you can't even see these, can you? I forget.
No, I'm just listening to
Okay,
you
sorry. I
read. So
will.
yeah.
um, will heroes not yet included from previous mainline events in DQ Tact going to be introduced. Uh,
Well, what the heck else would they be doing?
Yeah,
They've
that's
gone through all the main freaking games already. If they don't come back with characters they haven't used yet, what content is there going to be? That's my question. I guess I think that was a stupid question.
exactly. So yes, they answered this one kind of. The answer is we are thinking that characters that did not show up in the Dragon Quest numbering event will show up in some form in the question or some form in
And
the
of course, they
future.
name everybody's favorite missing character, which is Sylvando, and
Yes.
um, Talu. What was his name in Taloon in Dragon
Oh,
Quest Four?
Tornico.
Tornico,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I played Dragon Quest Four on NES, so I'm freaking old as fuck. Sorry.
Old
He was
AF.
Taloon. Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean that's like I've gone on about this a few times. It's like saying that they announced DQ12. It's like, dude, DQ12 was inevitable, so like you didn't need to announce it. They gave us no info on that game, so that wasn't. I don't even consider DQ12 announced because there's literally
They're
not one solid
spending a
detail.
lot of time on it.
They always do,
Like,
I guess. Yeah, I mean that's good.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, yeah.
so that's like, will there be more events after DQ10? Oh, jeez, I wonder.
Well, I mean, maybe they'll spend the next year catching us up to JP just in time for the big 12 launch. That would be cool, right?
Oh
That'd be
yeah.
cool. I think that'd be cool. I mean, they haven't even come close to using the entire monster library, so
Mhm.
they got a lot to work with still.
Oh, and here we go. Here is the this is the first time we really got to something in one of these Q&As where I was like, holy crap, that's relevant, and they answered it. Are there any plans to make the global version catch up to the Japanese version of the game in terms of progression? By the way, this one totally doesn't matter after the next question. They're basically the same thing, but this is a worse answer.
Well,
Um,
yeah, the first one I thought was a goofy answer. Like,
yeah.
no, it's not going to catch up. But yes, we're catching you up
So
almost.
so this one just points out it should have come like after, I feel like. This points out that they don't plan on directly merging the games.
Yeah.
They don't want them to be the exact same time. So that's what I think. It's almost like a lost in translation thing. Like the last one. I'm never gonna make fun of like people that speak English as a second language, but I think the takeaway here is that they want to get global close to JP, but they don't plan to catch up.
Well,
Um,
right. I don't think that they could put us together. I don't think that would ever be possible. They
oh
could
no,
get us really close, obviously. I mean, it's a lot of work. They could even get us launching things at the same time if they really put their minds to it.
mm,
They just have to make sure that the English translation was happening at the same time as the work on the JP version. But at the same time, it's always going to be two separate games.
yeah.
So they don't really have to put them together if they don't want to.
Mm. So now yeah. So the next question now is, due to the rush of the recent content, can we get a rough idea of future intentions for the game? Um, what did he say here? We want to bring the um. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of the play try. There's a giant triangle in the screen because I'm a scrub. Um, we want to bring the events implemented in the Japanese version to the global players as soon as possible. So we're designing a schedule for the global version to gradually catch up with the Japanese version. In the future, when the global version catches up with the Japanese version to a certain point, yeah, to a certain point. That's what the first question was saying, the first answer rather. Duplication of events and changes in the number of days events will be minimized. So they're yeah,
Yeah,
if
so
that's
they're going
going
to
over it,
crunch us until they get us caught up.
yeah, and then yeah, so it'll be a standard pace then for the most part.
Yeah.
Um, on the
Well,
other hand, we have received feedback that there are too much in the content that is not fully playable, and we recognize that there were a variety of feedback at the. They're not doing great at translation in this Q&A. Um, So I don't know if this is about FOMO, fear of missing out. I had to Google that the other day. Or that people aren't able
I knew
to
what that
defeat.
was, and I'm older than you. And
Okay,
I learned it from the old ladies I knit with.
okay, Grandma. Um,
I'm not a grandma yet. Don't go there. I'm not ready for that.
we will reconsider the disclosure of the schedule for the global version and consider measures unique to the global version, such as the addition of a means to restore stamina. Um, yeah. Okay, so that last part. Anyway, okay, I gotta pause it again. Oh, my PC battery's low. Maybe that's why it crapped out before. There we go. More power. Um, yeah, I know what I'm doing, guys.
Sure you do.
All right. Whatever. We're gonna leave it paused on the next question. Okay. Um, yeah. So that last part, it didn't say a temporary um solution to stamina. Although I doubt that they would give us some permanent extra stamina. Um,
Yeah, I don't know about permanent extra stamina, but they do need to do something because, I mean, even if they gave us a boatload of stamina juices or stamina herbs that we could help get through every event,
yeah.
I think that's what they really need to do is give us extra stamina juice for every event.
Yeah.
And they also, I mean, it's kind of BS. The last several shops that had fragments in it, specifically hero fragments, the content was extremely difficult. I'm a day
Oh
one
yeah.
player. I have a lot of units. My box looks pretty decent, and I was barely able to get any hero fragments.
Yeah.
Barely, barely any. I think I got three from one, zero from another. The Hyunkel, I think, was one of the levels that had it during the die event. I couldn't get any. Zero. Couldn't beat any of that. None of it.
No.
And that's BS. If they're going to sit there and take away months of master metals and fragments from
Mm,
us and then put
uh,
content
Blossom
that
doors
has
too.
the fragments available behind that, I'm sorry, that's BS.
Yeah, we're losing multiple Blossom door resets too. Don't forget that. Um,
Yeah, all the blossoming stuff. Like I didn't even think of the blossoming materials. Like that's months of blossoming materials. I know they gave it to us early. Don't get me wrong. They did give us the blossom doors a couple of months early. But if they're going to
mm,
be pushing us to 5 months, that's 4 months or 3 months of blossoming materials we're not going to have access to for all these stuff, all these units that they're pushing on us. I mean, I can't get past blossom door 25
yeah, dude.
still.
And,
So, and everybody's at like 40. It's like 25 is my barrier right now and has been for months.
dude, they're gonna put out like a dozen S rank blossoms this month too, and that's I don't even know if that's an exaggeration. There's two of them coming out tomorrow.
I have
Malroth
a
is
list of
coming
like
out.
eight that are coming out.
They're probably
At least
saving
I think
Malroth for
eight.
next week.
Yeah,
Um,
they're going to probably announce Malroth. I expect to hear the Malroth
uh,
announcement when it's closer to like it's going to be the surprise. They want to leave some surprise. They're not going to everything. So
yeah,
I'm sure Malroth might hold till the official anniversary is my thinking
uh,
because they got to give us some.
could be yeah. So
You
maybe it's
know,
3 weeks away because the anniversary date's the
he could be.
27th. Um,
Yeah.
but then we've got what I think we're due soon for the Queen Slime one, Queen and Nightclubber. I think yeah. There's gonna be at least five blossoms this month. So I mean the blossom doors give you enough for what one and a half.
Not even
I
because you
mean
don't
unless you're
even get
going
the
to
lotus
40
on
at the
every
moment.
door.
Yeah,
You don't get the lotus on every door.
yeah,
I haven't checked my materials, but I'm saving them for Malroth.
yeah.
I went through a lot of trouble to finally get Malroth when I couldn't get him, and I couldn't get him. I
Mm,
tried again, and I finally got him using the Dark Lord ticket that we
mm,
got, that free ticket in January.
mm.
That's how I got Malroth. Pull him for anything. I did paid pulls. I pulled on his banner endlessly. Nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm saving up to blossom the dumb thing, and he's probably going to be lackluster. Watch it. Just I'll be disappointed, but
I'm not sure
that's what I'm
because
doing.
I mentioned this during the stream earlier. Like there's so many like we'll say like god tier units, the units that are really good don't seem important. It's like, no, you have to focus all your resources into the amazing units. Ones that are just useful, it's like they're crap.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. All right, so the next question, we're gonna come back to catching up. But what plans do you have for the guild system moving forward? I would love to see some PvE content regarding guilds. This is not a bad question. Although, let me see, we have plans to make small changes to user friendliness and make guild tournament easier to play. I didn't think it was difficult to play. I mean, there's some coordination involved for you to do well,
Yeah.
but
I'm not sure what that even was about.
yeah. In regards to PvE, we currently have no plans. At least that, okay, that's an answer. It's no. I appreciate that.
Right. Yeah.
Though if there is enough demand, we may consider it. So that's a solid answer. I
I mean,
appreciate that. They did way
yeah,
better.
I guess that's like PvP missions for the guild to tackle. That
Mm.
I mean, honestly, that's something that other games do offer.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's not unrealistic for them to want to consider it there's demand for it. But I don't know. I mean, they're not going to do anything that the JP market isn't doing. Obviously, I mean, we get the same game as them ultimately.
yeah. Because before GVG came in, which I enjoyed more than I expected, it was like, sorry, what is the point of these guilds? I mean, it's like, oh, you contribute your stamina together and you get like a handful of gems at the end of the month. Well, that's great. That's some gems is better than nothing, but like
Right. I'll
that's
take more gems any day.
it's nice, but like, good prizes don't make good content necessarily. It fools some people. Um, but anyway, having the GVG together, it's like, oh, there's a reason for us to be a guild that we need to
Right.
coordinate it. Um, yeah, I mean, guild chat. It's hard without a guild chat, but also, again, I mentioned this on the stream. Dude, I'm a tech illiterate dummy now at like 35. I used to know how computers worked. Now I can barely figure out a new app. I made a Discord. You can make it's easy, it's free. If you're just a guild leader or some random little podunk guild, make your own Discord, put the information in your guild info. There you go. Now you can chat with your guild mates. Better than in game because I'm sure in game chat you would just have to sit in that one window not while not actually playing the game. Uh, no serious guild would actually use the guild chat. It would just be a place for trolling and oh my god, I pulled sorrow. Also, oh,
Well, I mean, if they weren't in another thing, as a guild leader, I can say sometimes you need to harass people to do their jobs. I don't, I'm pretty hands off as far as that goes, as everybody knows.
I'm,
But,
I'm trying to
you
think what
know,
you're guilt tripping me on. I'm like, what did I forget?
I'm not. It's not you. I'm just saying I've
Obviously, that
gotten to
was
the
directed
point
at me.
trying to make sure, hey, look at the clock. You only have an hour to get your match in, kind of thing.
that, that's always parafusion, but he actually does it as a favor, I think. It's like
That's all I ask.
it's like who do we think we can't
Just
beat?
play.
Okay,
Even if you
parafusion.
lose, I don't care.
Yeah, parafusion is
It's
our
fine.
he's our ace in the pocket because he got first place in arena one time. That's how sad
Poor
our guild is.
guy.
Honestly, get some better members, Jen. Come on.
Hey, it is what it is.
Well, we make do. Uh, I just don't understand why we couldn't beat that rank 40 and then the rank, what was BDS, like rank 3 or rank 1 or
Like,
something.
yeah,
What?
like they were four, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, that was a no way.
I blame
That
our
was
loss
fun.
on poor leadership. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's all my fault.
Yeah,
I see how you are.
you could rouse the troops or something.
I did a good job of that. It was hopeless, but I think we had a fair showing.
Yeah, it's like, all right, how do we get enough? Let's just make sure we've got enough points for third place. That's
Right. For being a relatively casual guild, I'm pretty proud of how everybody did.
I'm happy with how I did, but I'm not going to tell anybody I'm proud of them. Then they'll stop trying.
This is why you're not in charge.
Thank God. I don't want to deal with those kids. I don't have, there's chat. I haven't. They're probably shouting at us. Um, when can we expect guilds to include a guild chat feature? Um, look, I don't mean to get doom and gloom. This is kind of the feature that they're not like. This is going to take like a technician and time and money. They're not going to do that. I don't know what the legal problems are, but I mean
Yeah, it's
that's
going to be a whole new function compared to
yeah.
it. It's a whole different set of programming it's going to take to make that happen if they do it.
Yeah, so this involves lawyers and technicians probably. There's no chance. Um,
No, especially when there are so many other options out there. Besides Discord, there's other things like the Line app and other things like that that you could use to, you know, to
yeah,
communicate.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna say would be useless to have guild chat, but it's overrated. It would be nice, but yeah, people these apps actually do like they are governed by laws in different countries and whatnot, and there's like a bajillion different countries, which I forget
Well,
because we're
yeah, and
Americans. It's pretty much just like well, it's us, Japan, and Europe, right? That's the
yeah,
whole world, right? Um,
right, yeah, it's
uh,
not
anyway,
going to happen. There's too it's too big of a minefield.
um, so anyway, yeah, they've just apologized and say it's not going to happen. That was, yeah, can't crap on them there. Uh, yeah, it's like those kids hoping that we'll get DQ10 offline. Just it's not going to happen.
No, sucky as it is, but as much as I could say I wish it would come out, there's
Oh,
several I haven't played yet,
you and I
sadly.
would enjoy it, but let's be honest. Like in the not big enough Dragon Quest audience that we have, um, the section that would play Dragon Quest X isn't as big as people would like to say or like to
Right.
think.
It would be pretty small.
Yeah, I mean that's I don't know if DQ10 offline is a good experience. I mean it's an offline MMO. It could be boring as hell. Um,
That's true too. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played several of the mainline games. I bought them. I have kids have played them, but I haven't played them as
yeah, I've
much
done.
as I want to. Finding the time for that and then trying to get the kid to let go of the device so I can do it, that's, just wasn't happening.
It's that easy, Jen. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me that. No,
Um,
instead I have to go out and buy my own device. That's why I have my own Game Boy Advance because I wanted to play Final Fantasy. And then I didn't even like it because it wasn't Dragon Quest. It was like the same thing, but the story was just like this. I don't like this
yeah,
sci-fi stuff.
it's funny. Yeah, I thought Final Fantasy was the end all be all growing up, and now looking back, I'm like I love Seven and stuff. But
Yeah,
everything else, it's like oh these old 2D games don't mean anything. I mean, Final Fantasy One was a great game, but I think you know nobody liked two. Three was I don't think people even remember there was an FF3, and I think I think four was overrated. I didn't actually play it.
I have 1 through 5 for the GBA.
Yeah,
I don't think I finished any of them. I bought them with full intentions of playing because turn-based, you
yeah,
know, game. I like those. I have time to play those. I don't have to be quick. I can
mm,
set them down. You
mm,
know, which is why I love Dragon Quest. But
mm.
it after playing Dragon Quest 1 and then 4, after Dragon Quest 4, like nothing else interested me. I was
Mm.
so happy when 7 came out. I love that game.
I did not hate Seven, but you're just like, is this the end yet?
I know it keeps going. It's fun. All these tablets, all the fragments. It was just so many little stories. It was a hoot. I
See,
loved it.
and
I
that
finished that one. I never finished 8. I restarted 8 last month because I've started 8 3 times and I never finished it. I had to drag my daughter over to the house with the PS2 last month. Can I play my game finally? And do I have time?
I'm telling you, Jen, you got it. What you need is you need to get yourself a gaming rig and play it on an emulator. I couldn't play Dragon Quest 8 and what is it like 240p or whatever, like 420.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. It's a smaller. I have it on one of my small TV in the kitchen, so it looks fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
don't have it like on the this 70-inch TV. That would be pretty bad.
Jen,
But it is on the little TV.
I have a 43-inch TV in my truck. It barely fits. I have to put it at the foot of my bed. I prop it up with a
Are
couple
you
of small boxes, and then I lay it down on the mattress when I take off. What's
49
funny
inch
is
TV?
just off
Oh,
to the side, my truck has a wall mount for TVs that can fit like a I don't know 24 or 32, and it worked just
right, but
fine.
not
But
a
I mean,
43.
dude, yeah,
You,
dude, I want to watch
you're
reruns of The
crazy.
Office and bigger.
Buy one that will fit on the mount for like $100 at freaking Sam's Club. You know that, right?
Dude, buying smaller TVs is harder now. You go to Best Buy or Walmart and they've got like three things under 40 inches. And
I
all
mean,
look, I'm not a
yeah,
peasant. I'm not going to watch 1080 television. Okay, you can just forget that.
you got to have the 4K.
Some of them are 720. Okay,
Well, yeah, I would never buy a 720.
yeah, throw up. God. All
No,
right,
you're talking to a girl who used to sit at lunch and play Dragon Quest 4 on an emulator on a tiny little screen on her laptop. Okay,
I
this
know,
was 20 years ago.
I know, Grandma. I know it blew your mind when they started talking in the movies.
I saw Star Wars in the theater.
Me too. The special edition.
No, it was 1979 when they re-released it
Oh my god.
for the second run. I was a kid.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get kicked out of my own
Oh,
namesake guild if we keep going
oh
this
my,
way.
I'm so old.
All right. Next question. I can't remember if there's more after this. Is there plans to create a way to sort the inventory menus as players are getting high amounts of equipment and it's troublesome searching for them? Which, yeah,
I
there's too
want them
many.
to, dude. They have to sort it by, which they don't do,
Mm,
sort it by family,
yeah.
and they sort it by element. You know, but family is the big one, and there's a weapon that's special for a player. You need to be able to hook it to them and just leave it on.
Yeah.
I reading some so that you can revolve the one thing. That would be nice because you know there's certain things you want on certain people all the time.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
designed for them. You've got the role for the special, moves that they do. They just need to make that a thing.
So I don't know if you said you broke up like for a couple seconds. Um,
Sorry.
I want yeah, it's your fault. Um,
It is. It's my kid was printing. He probably stole my Wi-Fi for a second.
I thought you were gonna say my goddamn kid. He's a teenager and he's in the bedroom with the porn hub.
No, he's 12 and he's probably printing a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Good man. Anyway, dude. What? Oh, did you mention they need to when you filter by stat? They need to include the rolls. They only filter it by the stats on the. Is that what you were saying? It's crazy. Like if you want to find an agility weapon, filtering by agility does
Forget it.
nothing.
No, it really doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. They need to filter it by family because there's some weapons that do special things for certain families. All those, it, and I guess I got them kind of late, so they're easier for me to find. But and then elements, I can they do elements? I can't even remember. Can you filter by frizz specific?
I'm fairly
Um,
certain you can't, but I've never tried. I think
yeah,
it's
I
just
can't
stats.
remember offhand because I gave up on that stuff, and usually I just hit auto and move on with my life.
Yeah. So anyway, they answered that with while it will be a bit later, a sorting feature is being considered. I think I again, I think considered is a term that they. I don't think that word. I don't think you understand that word, or that word doesn't mean what you think it means. And I'm not just
Yeah.
teasing. Like I think they, I think they're using a slightly different connotation on it. But anyway, I think what they're saying is that they understand that the feature's needed.
Right. They haven't figured out how to do it yet or when they're going to do it, but they're thinking about trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've got to be getting towards the end here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh my God. Dude, oh, I just scrolled down. How do I get back up? I don't have. Oh, Christ. I don't have a regular. There we go. I don't know. I forget how to scroll the touchpad. Anywho, the very last question. Um, are there any plans to change the current scout system? And the answer is
Oh.
there are no plans to change the current scout system, but there will be opportunities to obtain with the implementation of new types of scouts and various campaigns. Um, okay, okay,
Hmm. I
um,
still don't know what they mean by that, but
yeah, and I get like I don't look. God bless whoever can translate Japanese to English. It's a lot harder than people think, but man, the translate I don't remember the translations being this bad before. Um,
it might not even be a translation. It might just be a very I don't know, select choice of words to not be misconstrued.
oh yeah, dude, yeah, I mean, there's 10 different words that mean the same things with slightly different uses in context. Like, yeah, again, I can't crap on them, but so anyway, immediately my thought is, and I don't see how it could be any. If they are talking about a possible change like this, it means it's something that's happening in JP very soon.
Yeah.
And JP is in their 2 year anniversary right now. They have their Eve event right now. Their anniversary date is the 17th, and our anniversaries are basically the same time. I'm always way more excited about JP's coming anniversary than Global's. We know what's going to
Well,
happen with
yeah.
Global. It's how are we going to get screwed? Um, but with JP, it's like, dude, a new feature. We both know that like there's. I think you'll agree with me on most of them. The game needs or could really benefit from some huge changes. So they happen at
Yeah, like a
anniversaries.
second pool
Hmm.
or something.
Yeah, we need way less of a chance of getting the original 13.
Better
Um,
rates,
yeah, I mean, how they added
something.
Giuliante over was it 6 months ago? I've like she's still super rare to pull. So
Yeah, I want to say I feel like I got her like near the end of January.
yeah. Meanwhile, I've
Yeah.
gotten Great Troll twice with single tickets. That's doesn't mean
I only have
anything,
one
but
copy of Great Troll.
what?
One.
That's how I.
One.
When you started going on about your bad luck, I'm like, yeah, it feels like bad luck. And then you see your box, and do you even have all the general pool yet, Jen?
I do, but yeah, I do.
I
But
was missing
it
Metal
took me a
Dragon for.
really long time.
Dude, I got Metal
So
Dragon on my OG account like barely before Blossoming came out. Like
it
it.
took me over a year to get the whole general pool of S ranks
Oh, it did. Like
for
the
real.
original 13.
Over a year.
Wow. That's not even to go on about like they need to seriously. They've got to add Valencia and Crystal into the general pool because JP had those in the 1 year, and they came to us dated. There was no reason they couldn't just put them in the pool
Well,
immediately.
yeah, and then they rushed their reminiscence on us while you were on break.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah, it was
um,
right before I came back. Yeah.
yeah, it was like right before you came back when they pushed. I think at the end of Die when they did those last two, that's when they pushed the current Halloween and the most recent Halloween and the most recent Christmas on us at the same time that they did the reminiscence on both of those,
Mm.
and then blossomed those units. So yeah, that's when that all happened, and it's part of that push to get us current, I guess.
Mm. Um, Yeah, so that was
I think there was probably an in-game update that was going to require we have those in order to give us something. I don't know what it would have been at the time, but
yeah.
I can't remember it offhand.
So I remember
I was kind of busy.
for the longest time, people were saying like the meta was screwed by us not getting Halloween early because Halloween had a Leary Lantern. That's a cover tank.
I
Um,
love Larry Lantern. He's so cute.
yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't try the hard content anymore. I remember needing cover tanks all the time before, and I haven't done anything with one in ages. But yeah, I mean, an A rank cover tank, huge deal. And he came out. Was he the
Yeah,
first A rank
and
cover tank in JP?
he's still usable too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't use him, but I there's a few levels that I do use him on, like Blossom Doors and things like that. I had
Mm,
to go backwards, but
mm,
I think I got far enough along where I don't need him anymore.
mm.
But I used him for a fair amount, for a while in the winter.
But so anyway, yeah, this last quest, the last answer, new types of scouts and various campaigns. I can't wait to find out what that means. Various
If it
campaigns.
just means short 2-day scouts like they're going to give us right now, maybe that's what they mean. It could be something as simple as, oh, we've got these 48-hour special deals.
Mhm,
Maybe they'll start throwing more of those at us here and there
yeah,
randomly, which is what they should do since, they're robbing us of all of these, regular natural stamina and rank items
yeah.
to be getting.
I think and I think you've heard. For those that don't know, JP regularly gets reprint banners, and it'll be I don't know exactly what the rates are on them, but they'll have multiple characters that are a month or two or three old, and they get
Yeah,
them monthly. I think. I think it might
I've
be a
gone through
paid once.
just the last I don't know, just the last 6 months of Twitter. I can go back through and see, oh, there's a banner with all these things on it, and there's a special ticket for this and a special ticket for that, and
Yeah.
a little banner that has, oh, look, there's Gem Slime. We didn't get those banners. They did Valentine's Day over again with Seraphy
Mm,
at Valentine's Day in Japan. Have we gotten another run of Seraphy? No,
yeah.
we didn't get it. How many people still need Seraphy?
Mhm,
Are they going to do that? They've already passed up when they would have done it in the timeline if they were going to give it to us late.
mhm,
We should be getting it like right now. We should have gotten it before 9 because the reminiscence for Sakura Fest is coming out.
mhm.
So I think we're supposed to get that towards the end of this event. We'll get, if they stay
I-
on sequence,
I'm
which so far looking back, mostly they flipped a few things around here and there, but
mm.
just barely.
I'm
So
fairly certain that we get chapter 3 part 2 story before 10. So that's probably I think we'll get that at the very beginning of August, and then we'll
that's
get
pretty
10.
bad. Yeah. No, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That would sound about right.
But
So
yeah, and this I can't remember where I was going to throw it in before, but yeah, for the speed up for those that didn't haven't looked themselves or don't know, JP generally gets about 10 days between um event sections, and we get 6 or 7. In fact, I
yeah.
noticed why we're getting the next update on a Wednesday. It's always Thursday.
Well, they're shortening them. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
shortening the
Are
events and they're overlapping them on top of that.
yeah. So are we going from 10 to 7 and now to 6? Is this going to be the new thing? Are we going to get new things on Tuesday and then Monday and then etc.?
Yeah,
um
I'm not enjoying farming. I'm still I just farming monsters today. I've given up um on trying to get anything out of that. I started monsters late. I didn't touch it for 3 or 4 days because I was farming even before this. So and now I'm falling even farther behind. I started farming Stella because you got the daily mission to get the medal. So I'm doing at least, I've only done about 10 runs a day. I went through the initial story and everything at first, but I haven't gone back to it except to farm for Stella, 10 runs a day to get the mission medals.
Yeah.
But so I'm late starting that. I finally this afternoon started farming Stella proper because I've given up trying to get any more awakenings out of those stupid mites that don't want to drop for shit. It
Yeah,
took
I
me
thought they were
forever to get Damselfly. I just finished Damselfly last night before I went to bed.
I thought that the intention of the mites was to even out RNG, or it would be you need more of the
Oh, it made it
items, but
worse.
you'll be. I thought it was like guaranteed one a piece like the first day. I was like, why are you guys freaking out? I thought it was like a 50% drop rate or something at least.
I went 2 days without a single green dragon, like for real.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I didn't have quite that bad of luck, but it's like, oh, I've used a whole stand barn two or three and I haven't gotten a mite yet. Like I need 20 of these things, and then 20 of the other thing. And that's just me aiming for Awaken 4
Right.
because I just
Exactly.
didn't
It's
care.
fine to need one of each. Then you've got like the Draki where you need four of them. Yeah, once in a while you get a four drop, but I didn't get that many of those. I think I got my Great Draki to three.
Yeah, and
3 hearts. That was it. Too many of these units are sitting at 3 hearts. I couldn't even get them all to four.
it's a good
And
thing.
that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah, it's a good thing he sucked.
Well, and that's the other thing. It's like, do I really need these units? I mean,
That's
I
the
guess probably not.
yeah, I'm done. Trying to. I went 5 stars on the Thunderbird and the Muddy Hand, which I think is a mistake. He doesn't do enough damage to be relevant.
Yeah,
Um,
I did not get all the way up on the Muddy Hand. I gave up on the Muddy Hand.
yeah,
But I did get the Damselfly because everybody's talking about you got.
I went to 4. Yeah,
I'm like, whatever. I have the Burning Breath roll if I want to throw it on. If I end up going that route to try to counter, you know, who is it? Sorrow. I don't. So
yeah. I did take I thought people would appreciate the C rank dragon with mid heal more. The seahorse dude. I took that to 4 hearts because you never know when you're gonna need full resistance on a mid heal user.
yeah, I
But
started going after that one next, and I can't get. I'm out of time.
yeah, mid heal's probably outdated though. I think well, it's got a fairly high cap, but yeah, with HP pools growing, mid heal probably just doesn't do enough for much content at all anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know. If I need heal, a lot of times at this point I use Mam a lot.
Mhm.
Um, and I still put Nira in. I don't care what anybody says about Nira. I like Nira.
One of the A ranks coming up. Obviously you watch all of my videos. I don't remember what
Oh, I
banner it
watch them
is.
all religiously,
Yes,
and I memorize them.
the there's a heal slime coming, an A rank heal slime banner unit,
Is it the green
banner A.
one, the cure slime or whatever?
Yeah, it's got great heal on it, just the same exact spell as Nera, and its first awakening is whenever units within range of its heal, so within 2 tiles, get
Oh
hurt,
wow.
he'll use or it's under 40% HP, I believe, or 50. He'll use great heal on them up to 3 times.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
There's certain situations like in GVG, besides the fact that that's only 35 points compared to 50 for Seraphy or 60 for Terry. Um, let's say you put that next to a Diamond Slime, that could be better than Seraphy in a 2 or 3 turn
Sure,
fight.
if you have diamond slime, that's great.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get it either. Which all I have
Yeah.
to do is go into my Discord and one of those dipshits will remind me. Mm.
I don't know. The last thing I got lucky with was the 2 pulls on human sorrow dude, and that's like, yeah, okay, I got lucky
Mm.
because I only have 17,000 gems right now, and I haven't pulled on anything, nothing since I got him. So
Mm.
I guess I'm doing too many gem refreshes because I need copies of shit. I don't know.
Did you say you're sitting on 15,000 gems right now?
That's all I've got. Like, I think I have 17,000.
Okay.
Yeah, 17,000. That's it. It's
Well,
sad.
so tomorrow you'll get 3,000, 35.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know if there's one more day of a login bonus, but
It said 1 day left, so I think we get one more of the 500.
okay, so you got 30, so 20K. What's your game plan? And then we'll talk
My
about,
game
yeah, what
plan?
we think about
Yeah,
Fallen Angel being available.
48 hours. I got my yellow pad because I'm
Nerd.
old. Anyway, um, DQ day. I went all out and I bought the pack for the thing for the tickets, and I was able to get Nocturnus, which I was super duper stoked about.
Mhm.
Because I made a mistake and didn't get him before.
Yeah.
So, but I have not used any metals or fragments on him yet. So I only have the one copy. I'd like for him to be useful.
Mhm.
So I plan on pulling on Nocturnus at least twice just to see if I can get him.
Mhm.
So, and then if I get S Stark, I can't cry about it. Let me see, because I only have one heart on S Stark anyway.
Mhm.
That's the first poo I ever did was S Stark, and I got him. So, um, but anyway, so yeah, I do. I am going after that, and then Slime Tank keeps kicking my butt whenever I face it. So
I've
I don't
never.
know if it's just me.
I think I've seen
I
Slime and
think it's
Tank like
cute.
one time in arena.
I've come across it enough times, but maybe I'm just picking the wrong teams or just having bad luck. I don't know.
What's so?
I think the Slime Tank's cute.
Mm,
I might go. I don't know if I'm going to pull on that or not. I have Seraphie at One Awakening. I don't know if it's worth blowing the gems on that, especially with Corvus sitting out there that I'm going to want. But
no, she heals
um,
a buttload. Like she usually over heals when you consider her additional healing. Uh, and she doesn't usually take hits. So the second and fourth are less valuable. So no, like if you got
I don't
Seraphie at
know. Mine,
one, you're good. Mine's
I
at
maybe I'm
three.
putting mine in the wrong spot. I don't use her in GVG, and maybe that's part of my problem. In PvP GVG scenarios, um, I really only use it for PvE content. So,
I
and maybe
think
that's a
I think
mistake. I don't
people
know.
are oversold on the times that they mishandle Seraphie in arena. It's like, oh crap, I went an extra round because I didn't kill Seraphie, or I let Seraphie use multi heal whatever angelic grace on 3 units
Right.
after
They
I
lose
AoE'd
points,
them.
but they don't lose,
Yeah,
you know.
that's the kind of thing. Like if you were actually to bring your Seraphie to arena, I'd be like, well, great, I brought her to heal units, but they got one shot instead. Like this was
Right,
useless,
exactly.
and now she does nothing.
Exactly. Right.
Um,
Exactly. It's a waste of a space.
yeah.
So,
Um,
but anyway.
oh, okay. So, anyway, yeah. So, Fallen Angel Corvus comes tomorrow, and I've been going back and forth on. I told like, okay, fuck it, going for value, gonna go for the 48s. I'll just do the poos on Corvus. And now Fallen Angel Corvus is coming out. He was supposed to be the last banner in this event. Now he's coming out tomorrow, and
Yeah.
honestly, I want one copy of him more than what I look. If I could pick and
I need
choose what
dual.
S ranks I
I'm
pulled,
sorry.
yeah,
With dual is too useful. I don't have a copy. I'm definitely going to pull on that third one.
yeah,
So I'm definitely pulling on the first one. I'm definitely pulling on the third one. I might do the second, depends on how I feel.
mhm,
Hopefully, I'm looking at how long is this banner going to be up for Fallen Angel Corvus
mhm,
into August for sure. He's not going to expire at the end of the month.
yeah,
There's no way
no,
because we have other units from the last event that are still going to the end of the month. I'm still considering. I would like young Terry. I might still pull on that one. I don't know. It depends on how everything goes in the next 2 weeks with what I have.
mhm,
Um, Mortimer, that's a hole I would love to just fill with that unit in my
yeah.
box that I don't have.
I thought Mortimer put
Same
out
with
amazing
Rapthorn. I don't
damage.
have any beefy buddy to put out there when I need it.
Mhm. Yeah,
I don't know.
there are a handful of units that I could use. Like I don't know. I feel like anything I need awakening copies of, I'd want like two of them, and not risk just getting one, which wouldn't feel that
Yeah.
like that big a deal. But the
No, it wouldn't.
the units I need, like I know that I would like to have them, but I'm not going to use them in arena, anything that I don't have personally, because I already have dual and stuff. If I get Schleiman, I'm not going to use it.
Right.
Ashlyn probably would. Well, Ashlyn's not there anymore. I really wanted Terry actually, because Terry's good with his awakenings. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But
now
they,
yeah.
yeah, I
Um,
know.
so are you going to pull out the pocketbook and do some poos on the Corvuses?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
I have a birthday coming up. I might end up doing that, pulling that card on the husband, like, hey, birthday money instead of yarn. I want to play on my game.
I was going to tease about asking your husband permission, but you went ahead and did it for me. I'm gonna bait you into it.
He
Um,
can't say no to me because he spent too much money on Marvel Contest of Champions over the
that's
years. So whenever I want to spend game money, he can't say no. He just he just spent money this week on this stupid game. So when it's my turn, I can pretty much do it. We both work, whatever.
yeah. Well, I imagine that's why he's like, "Why are you talking to some nerd online at 12:30 in the morning?" Oh, it's my
He
gotcha
he
game.
actually said, "I'll just go to bed," and then he's like, "You know what? I think I'll stay up. That sounds like it might be fun to listen to." Like, okay, but he does have to get up at 5 a.m., so he did go to bed.
Oof. Uh, um, all right, back on track. We got to take this seriously, John. Yeah, so
Sorry.
Corvus. Yeah, I want Corvus and my Fallen Angel. I'd actually rather have the one with a damage reduction. That sounds like I don't know. Maybe he's not as good in arena, but I don't think anything's gonna take him down. And then look, Nocturnus does whoosh damage, but I don't love Nocturnus in arena. He's okay, but I don't love him. The dual Kaswoosh, that sounds like it's going to take down a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I
uh,
I don't know. I don't know enough about any of these units to know which one to get at this point. I'm going to have to wait and be patient. And I don't think I'm going. I mean, I don't know. I haven't pulled anything off tickets in a while, so maybe I'm due.
mm,
Like maybe I'll get lucky. But it usually seems like when I do pull something off tickets, it's like the thing that's lackluster. Like I got DKO off tickets and I
yeah,
got Dragonoid Baron off tickets. But like all the good stuff I have to actually work for.
yeah.
So
Well, do you remember what the regular Corvus does? And I'm pretty sure I'm
no.
right about it. People backed me up. He negates 30% of his max HP on every single hit. So if he's got 1,000 HP and you hit him for 500, he's only going to take two. So you can't one shot the guy. Uh,
Yeah,
Minor damage isn't going
that's
to do
handy.
anything. Um, hell, I'm wondering if it's a viable strategy. His first ability reduces damage for one turn by 50%. I'm almost wondering if he could be a tank in arena, although you'd have to rely on some AI manipulation, and probably the dual magus is better for that anyway. But
Well, yeah, because he's got dodge, but I mean, even with Duel, if you go at him with the right unit, if you position yourself out of his way, so when he comes
yeah,
down at you, you can't do shit
yeah,
to you, and then you get all you need is freaking Dragon Lord in there.
yeah.
I mean, for real,
But
he's not indestructible.
mm, but I love having more evasion units because the physical units are still stronger to use in arena. But when you're looking for a team to take down, as long as you find like even if there's a team with one or two casters on there, that means you only have to kill those casters, and then you have nothing to worry about because you advanced with Sorrow, Elena, Full Angel Corvus, and Dual Magus. You, well,
Yeah,
yeah, something might get lucky on
it,
your Elena, but for the most part, you're good.
yeah.
Um, so anyway, I
I
think
suck at arena. You're talking to the wrong person. So I just
I try, but I don't care too much. Um, but anywho, yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to chase Falling Angel Corvus, and if I get him early, I've got just about enough to go to pity with free gems. I'm not going to use paid gems on it, other than the paid ones only. If I get the paid ones only, that's it. I'm done. I'll get
Right.
fragments eventually. Um, but I would really like the regular Corvus too, so I'm still a little torn. There's nothing in the 48-hour banners that I really want that badly. There's things that I would
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I got
but
Jessica. I don't have Angelo.
mm,
He would be nice, but Vera, I got that, and I mean, that's kind of like a lackluster too.
see, Vera is
DKO was so disappointing. Like, I don't want to get a copy of that, so I'm probably not going to pull on that one.
no. It's such a shame that they left DKO and took out Terry. Um,
Yeah, I didn't have either Terry nor Ashlyn, and I would have liked one or the other.
yeah,
And now, well, so much for that. Unless, some of those new banner or new scout ideas involve, bringing global some of those short term rerun banners for some of these units that people want,
mm,
and giving us some free tickets for that stuff. That would be great if they could give us just a little more opportunity because the rates just suck so bad. And
yeah,
some people just have, I mean, I'm convinced there's an algorithm on my account that makes me suck at pulling. That's just my feeling.
yeah. Malcolm does not want girls playing DQT. You are the
Well,
last
that's
obstacle.
clear. No, that's clear.
it, I say it because I'm an asshole, but then it's like, oh, Jen can't pull any. Like I said, a year into the game, I'm like, oh, she's exaggerating about her bad luck, and then I'm like, oh, she's got like one awaken on King She Slime. Uh,
Right.
nothing is
I think I have
maxed.
two now. I have two.
Only. Oh wait, I was gonna.
I'm not kidding.
How many of the Gen pool do you have max awaken? Do you remember offhand? It's got to be 4 or 5 now,
Now
right?
than I did before. I mean, it's not as bad as it was.
Mm.
Um, but just for the record, I only have 111 rainbow Mendini medals. If that tells you anything,
I think I've got.
111.
I think
That's
that's
it.
about what I've got, or maybe I've got like
I'm
10 more.
still 40 away. I haven't bought any orbs with my medals. I don't know if the account that
I
you have now did that.
I don't know.
I have not bought anything with my Rainbow Mendini medals, and I've got 111. And keep in mind that includes when you use fragments to get a crystal to get an S unit awakening that gives you a Rainbow Mendini medal.
Mm,
you
right.
know you
Yes.
you get those for that,
Mhm.
and I've had to do a number of those are from doing that. It's not even from pulling the unit. So but yeah, as far as my original you know pull, I mean, I do have a max awakened great dragon. I have archdemon, squidzilla. um I only have two hearts on Queen Slime, and I know she was added to the pool later. She wasn't originally part of the pool, so she's, I'd say, a relatively recent addition. But I didn't even pull her, I don't think, for the
I
first
think
time
it's been a
until
year now. I think that was the 6 month.
January. Yeah, she was added pretty early on.
Yeah.
Um, I still don't have a fully awakened metal dragon. Yeah, I only have two hearts on She Slime. The Prism Peacock, he was my very first S rank that I ever pulled because I didn't know what I was doing when I started the game, and I did not start out with an S rank.
Yeah.
I
I
was
always
playing
remember. I
King
told
Slime.
people.
I thought that was cool.
Dude, I always told people I didn't understand the hate on Prism Peacock at the first couple weeks because I played the closed beta and he was the spotlight unit, Prism Peacock.
Yeah, that's
Got no idea what I was doing when I played, but I was obsessed with the
five
closed
hearts.
beta.
Royal Reptile. I didn't get him for the longest time, but I've gotten a lot more of him recently, and now he's at +2 on the Awakening Plus.
Yeah,
So
he's awakening
um,
very soon, maybe this
I
month.
still don't have white, the white king. Yeah, I don't have him fully awakened yet.
Mhm. Yeah, don't know when his blossoming is coming. Oh god, it was weird when he wasn't like the best thing to orb up right away.
Yeah, Great
Uh,
Troll. I don't have any hearts on Great Troll. I have literally just one. copy, and he was the last one I pulled, and I want to say it was in March when I got him. Took me over a year to pull Great Troll.
Dude,
Yep, I
it's crazy.
know.
I've gotten so many extra copies of them. Um,
Yeah,
but yes,
crazy.
so yeah, that's I still have this last question and answer on screen about how they want to change uh the campaigns might mean like how they give away tickets and things like that sometimes, but new types of scouts.
Yeah,
I've said this a lot. When people say the rates are bad, look, they could be better. It's 4%. I think. Look, I'm used to. Oh my God, Chase is going to talk about Dokkan Battle. They've got like 10% rates, but also it. I think it took them like 2 or 3 years for that. I don't remember. Um,
yeah,
but it's a slightly different game there. But the thing the whole problem with the scout system in this game is there's no runner up prize. There's no there's no second place. It's you get the spotlight unit or you're pissed. You're devastated. Um, you
yeah.
know,
Right.
yes, there might be things in the general pool that you would appreciate copies of or whatever, but it's nowhere close. It's nowhere close to getting the spotlight.
Just the number of S's that you pull in the first place is so piss poor
Mm,
that most of the time you are literally getting absolutely nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
And there's so much what do you call it, variance, like you can get lucky on tact points every once in a while, and the player next to you will be able to tell you, literally not exaggerating, like I have never gotten anything with tact points.
Right.
It's been long enough now that most people have gotten something with tact points, but in the beginning of the game, the first 6 months, yeah, a lot of people literally got nothing at all with tact points, and it
Right.
felt
I've
really
barely
stupid.
gotten anything with tech points. I can't even remember the last
Mm,
time I actually bought tickets with a tech point and got something for it.
yeah.
I can't even remember.
And the thing,
So
we don't get so many tact points in the dude, there's a new banner out every week. Last week they put out two banners in one week. Come on.
yeah,
Um,
no.
just
It's
let the
like, oh,
tact
you're
points
giving me
come.
5,000 tech points. Woohoo! I'm
I
so
gave this
excited. I get 5 pulls this week from this stupid free tech point thing.
yeah, I gave this speech like a year ago, I think, but like I don't think it would be a bad thing for them to allow tact point multis to contribute to the stamp on a banner. I think it would promote
I
spending
would
more
save,
gems.
yeah, I would actually probably, conserve and better utilize my tech points to build up, to the point where I could do a 10 pull to count toward the stamp.
Yeah.
Because right now, sometimes I'll just buy one ticket of this, that, and the other
Mm,
just at a shot because once in a while that one ticket will net you something,
yeah.
as often as a 10 pull would. So why not spread it around?
Yeah. But
You know,
I think the number like some of these banners stay up for like 2 months now, but I mean, say you could go all the way through the first stamp card on a unit. Even I think 12. I mean, what can you get? You can get 12,000 a week, 8 weeks. That's that's 10 stamps. Yeah. Even if you threw in an anniversary, an extra 10,000 tact point tickets, that's 11 multis. Um,
I was going to say that's just with tech points. If you throw gems in on top of that,
well, that's what I'm saying is like if
yeah,
they see it as losing the opportunity for players to spend gems that they have to buy. I see it as like there's a unit that I might not be able to willing to go to pity on their banner, but if I did 11 stamps on their banner, shit, I mean I have to spend that 16,000 gems now or
yeah.
12,000. Yeah. Um, so
Yeah, once
it's
you
going to make
dig
me
yourself
spend what I
that deep
wouldn't.
into something, yeah, exactly. You're
Um,
that close. Sometimes you got to finish. It's like taking out that last student loan because you're only 12 credit hours away from graduating. You're going to borrow the damn money to finish school, right?
yeah, but I mean that's just classic Square. Like they shoot themselves in the foot by being too greedy. Um,
Yeah.
and it's
I
really
agree. I
basic
mean, I
stuff.
would if this game was a little cheaper, I swear to God, I would spend more money.
Well, I
I
mean,
would if I got a little more. It's just so expensive. It's like it's like I know I'm not going to buy the handbag for $300, but when it goes on super clearance for $65, yes, I'm buying that handbag.
Yeah.
You know,
Um,
been
but
there,
and
done
you know
that more than once.
they are on the right track with these. We're getting another one tomorrow. These the 500 page uh,
Those
tact point card,
I like.
but it
Yes,
but it's
it's a
tact
pull for
points.
500 gems. It's
Yeah,
$5.
but it's tact points, so that turns a lot of people off right there. So it's not a perfect solution. But what I'm getting at is like
Same
Gotcha
thing.
101 is these anniversary. They'll give us $200 worth of paid only stuff, and it's like cool. But Joe Blow, who you know, not some kid working for minimum wage, a middle aged person, fine income. Um, they're they don't spend on Gotcha, but my God, when you get that $80 gem pack on sale for $20 once only, well,
Right.
geez, I'm crazy not to buy it. I have to buy that,
20
right?
bucks I would do in a
I'm missing out
heartbeat
on it. And
if it
here,
was that.
I've said this a dozen times. The thing is not only are you getting $20 out of that guy that you never would have gotten before, he's a spender now. There is a difference. Like now he is a spender. Now the next time he needs some more gems, shit, I can buy one more bundle. It's fine. You know, that's that's how
So
gotchas work. You gotta give him a little taste, and it's exactly like drug dealing. And if any of you guys think that you aren't addicted to this, you are lying to yourself. I am completely addicted.
no kidding. We
Yeah.
all know that.
um. Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
So I do finally have the chat up. Will I upload the Q&A of Malcolm from earlier? Yeah, it's at the beginning of the stream. I'm not gonna replay the whole thing, but you can go watch it on Twitch. You can watch through the whole thing, or my live stream from earlier. So just watch one of those. Um, yeah. So anyway, yeah. I mean, I wanted to talk to you about the versions catching up, but I mean that's pretty. It's pretty evident, and now there's really no guesswork now. It's happening. We're gonna
Right.
run
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 weeks behind. Um,
It's out in the open. It's gonna keep crunching until we get caught up. That's pretty much
yeah,
what to expect.
and I mentioned this before, but like I know that there are problems with. I've never been upset about catching up because look, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom here, but I've always thought the worst of Square. So them not compensating us for the crunch, I'm literally I'm not even the littlest bit surprised. So I that
No, but it
that
would be really nice if they would just
yeah,
recognize how difficult this is
oh yeah,
and make it a little more fun for us. That would be great
but of
because
all. Oh,
it's fun, but it's not fun sometimes.
no, I just laugh because of all the things that set me off. That's just rain off a duck's back. Like, yeah, that's of course we're not getting compensated for 6 months of skip stuff. That's cool. Um, I've mentioned this a lot. We
Hey,
miss so
but
much.
you say they don't change anything, but they just did. They updated those 48-hour banners. They swapped two of the units out for global. So they actually changed something.
That was big because they really have a
Yeah.
history of not changing banners when it would make sense. Flip
And they put
flopping.
two,
Eh,
two 8 units in that were not there before.
yeah,
So
I mean
they
that.
did something.
Yeah, that must have taken like 5 minutes with Photoshop or whatever app they use to put the images together. Um,
maybe we're less of the redheaded stepchild.
that would be nice. And that's anyway. That's what I was getting at. Is that's why
Ooh,
catching the versions up is great because they won't be able to skip as much stuff on us now. When JP got whatever banner 2 weeks ago, and then we know that global is always exactly 2 weeks behind, and then we don't get that thing. WTF, mate? Like,
yeah.
I'm. I mentioned this at the end of the live stream earlier, and I just, I people need to hear this. Like, critiquing the game or telling them what you want is not a bad thing. So if for
No.
example they were to keep screwing us compared to what JP gets, which I mean they do, just mention it. You don't need to go on YouTube and be a little baby and make a video about quitting, Jen. Um, But I mean, go on the Twitter because that's the only official thing. Like, go to the Twitter, respond to the latest post, and be like, "Malcolm, WTF, bro? Why are we getting screwed?" That's all.
I do that, and I don't ever get, there's
No,
zero acknowledgement.
there's nothing. But if you had 50 players up there going, "Malcolm, WTF? This is not fair."
Right.
Um,
Right. But there's always like, oh, three people answered this thing and one of them's answering their question. Like, are you going to pull for blah, blah, blah? Like,
yeah,
yeah, but I'm not going to get it.
and like I said,
Why are you bugging me?
I'm used to a regular community where everyone in the Reddit and half of the creators are like, "Fuck this game! It's the worst game ever." Dude, you ever play Magic Arena? They fucking hate Wizards of the Coast. They hate them, but they play that game religiously every fucking day. Like they like the game, but it's fun to bitch. And I mean, they make
Yeah,
mistakes and they
it'd
call
be
them out for
nice if you did,
mistakes.
but every time you try to complain, all you get is a bunch of people telling you shouldn't be complaining. So whatever.
Whatever.
I, I
I, I didn't like the main Discord
no,
anyway,
this is
so.
perfect and you're doing it wrong. Like, shut up.
Uh, just let him explain what you did wrong, Jen.
Right. Yes, that's my favorite part about the community. Oh,
Uh, well, I've joked about this before, but it's a Dragon Quest player base. There's a lot of social disorders in our community, and I don't think I'm immune. I don't know what you call
no,
being a
I don't
perpetual
think I am
asshole,
either,
but
frankly, but still.
I can't think of what to make fun of you for on that subject. But anyway,
I think that there's been enough of that already.
is terrible guild leadership a social disorder?
Yes, it kind of is. It's a
Well,
I'm a work in progress. I'm not good at this yet. It's new to me.
on the bright side, Jen, at least you're not misleading three different guilds. So
This is true. Hey, I'm pretty open about our situation. I'm not into micromanaging. You just figure out how to do your own shit. You know, spend your stam. If you register a team, play your matches. That's it. Not hard.
oh yeah, and I think we've got one spot left. If
One. We have
yeah,
one slot. Yep.
um,
We're in the top 100. If anybody is looking for a guild, I mean, we're not the devil. Even people think we're, you know, whatever.
Jen's given us a bad reputation. It's hard to get over.
It's all me.
Yeah.
It's all been me this whole time.
Um,
I'm the puppet master.
but what was I gonna say? Yeah. Anyway, nobody micromanages. We do ask that you be in the Discord just to coordinate a little bit for GVG, although we
Yeah,
never end up
it's mostly
coordinating
just
that
fun
much.
talk and encouragement more than anything,
Yeah.
you know.
Um, oh,
So
and you can post your own polls in the Discord, and I will get mad if I don't get that unit. Um,
that's the fun part.
I will give you an amateur nickname in the server. Um, so yeah. Anyway, the only we are a little like we're gonna ask you questions if you want to join though. Just because it's only fair to the other guild members. We don't want some
Yeah, if
scrub with
you're a brand new
300,000
account,
CP.
this is not the guild for you if you're a brand new account. But if you're established and your guild is sketchy and you're looking for a home, I mean,
Mm.
where you're going to be appreciated for just spending your stam every day and putting forth a little effort and not getting nagged and, abused or anything to that effect, or, that's fine. If you want help, we're here to help, but we're not going to beat you up if you're struggling either. So,
Yeah. Now, on that note, even though Jen is not kind enough to accept new players into the guild, I will welcome you
no,
into
I've
the
rejected
Discord.
two today. Rejected two today alone.
Anyway, yeah, join the Discord, and there are a bunch of players in there, and some of them are even nice. They'll answer some questions for you. Um, I'll answer questions, although I do get tired of the same rookie questions sometimes, but I'm a little judgmental. Anyway, it's not usually that bad. But yeah, join the Discord. We'll answer questions. Jen might grace you with an answer or two. Um, Is there anything else, Jen? You got to go to work in the morning, I think. To
Yeah, I do. I
uh,
do. But it's okay. I only got home from work like not even 2 hours ago, so I'm still kind of winding down.
it's okay. Your drivers don't need to
So
be paid that badly. They're gonna whine right
no, my
away.
drivers don't need to be paid at all.
It's fine.
No, but they're mostly paid. If I got, something bad happened and I didn't make it in, I think they'd still be okay.
Oh, great! Now they can just fight amongst themselves. Like, hey, John got paid. Where the fuck's my check? So
Nope,
anyway,
it's all good. Holidays are great. I love holidays. They screw up my schedule.
so closing thoughts to you. Anything that you wanna?
Um, I mean, I guess I'm looking forward now that they have admitted that we are trying to catch up.
Mhm.
The crunch will continue, and I know what to expect. And I just hope that the powers that be at Square um, do some calculations as to what we have been missing out as far as resources go.
Of course, Jen
And
wants calculations.
I know, I'm serious. It's not hard to figure out. I mean, if you're going to get 700 and some stam a day
Run.
based on 4 gem refreshes, 120 stam juice, refills at night, and then the natural stamina you earn every day, that's over 5,000 stamina in a week
Why don't
that
you?
we have lost out for every week they crunch us. That's 5,000 stamina, 5,028 stamina every week that we have lost for every week that they crunch us. And out of that stamina, maybe I didn't want to do the gem refreshes. Maybe I could have kept all of those gems because I didn't need to spend this stinking stam, gems for extra stam to complete an event and farm a unit because they're crushing everything into a tinier little space, and I could have pulled more units. So maybe some bonus tickets for pulling units to offset the gems that I had to blow because they decided to shorten the event. That kind of stuff. I mean, it all adds up. It all adds up.
All right. So Malcolm, be warned. Jen is gonna slide into your DMs with some spreadsheets.
I can totally do that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. I'm going to declare it as Jen's bedtime. So we're gonna wrap this
All
up.
right.
Jen, thanks for
Yay.
joining me, especially after working like 13 hours today.
It was.
Um,
It was a 13-hour day.
putting
At
up
least
with
traffic was light.
yeah, putting up with myself and all that. God, also, Jen listens to other players' live streams when I couldn't stomach it, and then she reports back. It makes me think less of her, but I also really appreciate it. So, how many friggin'
I
live
get
streams did you
bored. I
listen to
gotta
today?
play something. I'm glad they do it because
She,
it gives me something to listen to.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna shame you here. You were in my live stream today, and then you watched Pac's live stream of him watching
Of
me.
your live stream. Yes,
Cra-
I watched the live stream of a live stream of a live stream after it was over,
yeah. Oh
having
my god.
watched it once before.
That's
Yes.
that's a dream nobody ever wanted to be incepted
It's,
into.
I'm just sitting at my desk. It's just, I had my power cord with me, so I wasn't going to have to worry about my battery dying. It was either that or sports talk. So, I picked Dragon Quest today.
Every time your mouth opens, I just did you ever watch Dragon Ball Abridged?
No,
Just the part where they yell nerd just plays pretty much all the time.
nope. I'm not an anime geek. I've watched a little bit, but I mean, not at great length.
Yeah,
I like Sailor Moon.
yeah. All right, Team 4 Star on YouTube, hilarious. If you haven't watched it, watched it. Okay. All right, we're actually gonna end it now.
All right.
All right, thanks guys.
Okay.
Have a good